do I look? Hope my hair is all right. Oh, hi sewing friends. Hope everyone is well. Welcome to the channel. My name is Polly and this is the Sewing Edit, where we usually talk about sewing and styling a handmade wardrobe. In today's very cold, rainy and grey day, I decided to put up a nice dress that I have sewn myself and do my hair and makeup and chat a little bit with you. In any case, welcome. Today we are going to talk about my top 10 dress sewing patterns for autumn and winter 2021 that I'm currently loving. All these patterns are combining style and comfort in very unusual, unique, and in my opinion, elevated design. So I wanted to share them with you. There are plenty of options. There are some free patterns here on the list. There are also patterns that you can take advantage of the Cyber Week that is currently going. If you're watching this video during the Cyber Week, all the patterns that I will mention are on discount right now, so you can take advantage of that if you find them interesting and appealing to you. So I'm gonna keep it short and hopefully interesting for all of you. The patterns are for knits and wovens, for beginner sewists to some more advanced sewists, but overall I think everybody can really sew them once you have gotten yourself a few sewing projects under your belt. They are all shared in the description box down under this video, so if you want to look at them, you can always check them later or during the video. So let's get started with the first pattern. The first pattern is actually a pattern that I'm currently wearing, and this is the Jacky Dress by Victory Patterns. This is a knit pattern. It is very elegant, very comfortable. It elongates the silhouette. It has a built-up neckline. It is fitted around the front, around the bodice and at the waist, and it has a flared skirt. It has beautiful princess seams, and also on the back side there are princess seams as well, but also you have this back horizontal seam for perfect for fitting adjustments. If you need to do a sway back, that's great. You can sew it with sleeves or without sleeves. It has a beautiful elegant back opening with some closure with buttons at the back. It says that it's for intermediate level sewists. For me it came very quickly and I think that even advanced beginner can really sew this dress confidently. And the sizes that it comes in are from 0 to 16. I believe this is a US sizing, but you can find more on the website of Victory Patterns. The second pattern is actually a free pattern, and it comes from Vicky Sews. It's called Telomer Dress. It is only available in Russian, but it says that it's for advanced beginners. In my opinion, it's a very simple dress that can be sewn very quickly, and I don't think that the instructions are a deal breaker. It's a knit dress. It has a very straight silhouette with dropped shoulder, slightly dropped shoulder. It is not very fitted, so it's very forgiving in my opinion. It has a boat neckline with elastic seam, which provides the opportunity to play with the, if you want to do a one shoulder, if you feel comfortable with exposing one of your shoulders, you can do that. Or you could also put underneath a turtleneck if you feel a little bit you want to make it a bit warmer. And it comes in sizes 34 to 46. Overall, I think it's a really nice pattern. If you have never tried Vicky Sews, that is probably a great choice to try and see whether this pattern company would work for you. The third dress is a grosser pattern. It's 886 and it's woven dress. It's from their brand new collection. It was released in middle of November, if I'm not mistaken, this year. It is only available in Russian, but I'm really liking this silhouette. It's a very elegant silhouette with a dropped shoulder. It has a beautiful full sleeve with elegant cuff at the end with some covered buttons, for example, if you want to do, or just simple buttons. It has a front central seam, and the bust dart is transferred in the middle seam where exactly it goes into the front center seam. So I think it's a very interesting design. It has a stand-up collar, which I think it's really nice. It has a curled front and back hemline, where the back hemline is slightly longer than the front hemline. It has a very deep slits on the sides, which I think they're very elegant, and I love the styling they have made on the website. They have put like a faux leather tights under it, and I think it looks beautiful how they've styled it. This is how I would exactly would like to recreate it actually. It has the closure on the back. It's with invisible zipper. It says that it's for medium sewing level, but to me it looks like a very simple style line, so I wouldn't think that it's very difficult to sew unless, yeah, probably you need to practice a little bit invisible zipper, but if you're comfortable with inserting invisible zipper in a dress, then I think it's probably the curved hemline might be a little bit of a challenge, but overall I think it's a great pattern to sew for autumn and for winter as well. The materials suggested are wovens with beautiful drape, like mid-weight crepe or silk, or for example viscose you could use. The fourth pattern is a Burda pattern from this year, 2021. In February there was a beautiful design. It's for wovens, and it features ties cut from the top and are draped around the waist. It creates a beautiful twist on the front. It has been really popular design in the Burda sewing community, especially the Russian version. And I recently saw Hila from Saturday Night Stitch that she has sewn this dress, and it looked beautiful on her, and I can imagine this dress, envision it for a bit of a more of a dress-up occasion or for a festive season. It is midi length, but of course you can play with it, and it's an easy sewing level. Sizing goes between 36 to 44. I do remember that Hila mentioned that it does take a little bit of time to get your head around how the ties are sewn, because they're kind of built into the front of the bodice. But I think it's such an unusual, interesting design with a twist, and I really like a twist on the front side of the dress. So I thought that would be a very interesting design if you're looking for an unusual dress for this season. The fifth pattern is a free pattern, and it comes from the Mood website. If you subscribe to their newsletter, you get this pattern for free. It's a woven dress. It's called a Lobelia Dress, and it's a very oversized dress. It's a short dress with butting sleeve, I would say. It's cinched at the waist with a self-sewn belt. It has a very deep V-neck. It goes in sizing from 2 to 18. It's, in my opinion, this, if you can make it in a really drapey silk, for example, for the festive season, that would look really elegant and beautiful and very comfortable, because it's so form forgiving. Very easy sewing. I have seen a few versions on Instagram sewn this pattern, and it looks really beautiful. So give it a try if you want to have a quick and easy project for the upcoming festive season. Even if you have to stay at home, it's always nice to dress up. As you can see, I just made my hair just for chatting with you guys. I'm not really going anywhere, but that's all right. Okay, the sixth dress that I have here on the list is a Dream On dress by Pattern Emporium. I have made already 2 of these dresses. It's a knit dress. It's for lightweight knits with a drape. It has a fitted bodice. And has tiered skirt. Various necklines and sleeves. It's very typical for Pattern Emporium patterns. You can make it very casual or formal depending on what kind of fabric you use. Very versatile pattern, I feel, and extremely comfortable. Sizing wise, it comes from 4 to 30, Australian sizing, I believe. Very easy to sew. It comes together very quickly. I actually made a sewing video. If you want to see it, I'll link it up here. Next dress that I have on the list is Grasser 711. It's also in Russian. It's for wovens. It's a shirt dress. Why are you guys not surprised? I love a shirt dress for this time of the year. And it is with a standard collar. It has a front placket for the bodice only. It has elasticated waistline for comfort. The skirt has a skirt yoke, and then it has a gathered skirt to the ankle level. It's beautiful full sleeve with a cuff for definition a little bit of the silhouette. The fabric choice that Grasser has used for this pattern, I think, is perfect. It's a little bit of a see-through, like chiffon version. I think they use a silk, very lightweight silk, which has a bit of a see-through effect, and then you can put a very impactful contrasted lining, which can work really well if you want to make a bit of a more festive version of this pattern. I would just do very similar styling, actually, what I was thinking about this dress, but you can of course make it in a viscose, something with a bit of a drape. Sewing level, it says it's a medium sewing level, so I would assume it's not difficult to sew that dress. Next dress comes from Vicky Sews again, and this is Leora Dress. This is one of the dresses from there. It's a knit dress that I have already spoken a few times before on my channel here. It's a dress from one of their latest autumn collections. The dress has gone viral in the Instagram community, I think, and I honestly have not seen unappealing version of this dress. I think it's a great creative version of a knitted dress, and I thought I have to share it here with you in this list of my top 10. So it's a close-fitted silhouette. It consists of 2 parts, upper and a lower part. The upper part is gathered with a drawstring, which creates gathering effect around the chest area. There is a little peekaboo exposed skin area just below the bust and above the waist. It's very easy to sew, at least that was the direction on the website, and it comes in sizing 34 to 52 European, so it's very inclusive. And in terms of fabric, they suggest knitted fabric with at least 20% stretch. I have planned my version to go with a printed leopard viscose jersey that is not very thin, but it's also not very thick. So this is my plan for this dress. This is Grasser 536. It's a knit dress again, and when I saw this dress, it's probably one of my favorite for this top 10 right now. It's my recent discovery, and actually when I was researching a little bit more about this dress, it turned out that this dress was inspired by a ready-to-wear collection by Victoria Beckham. I think 2018 if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let me show you. This is a close-fitted dress with a full metal zip from the top to the bottom, nearly to the bottom. It's just a midi-length dress, if I remember correctly. It has a rolled neck, or they call it stand-up collar, and it has this beautiful raglan sleeve with slight print, with interesting darts coming from this the princess seams, and it has a back and front yoke. The sewing level, it's called medium, which I assume indeed it is medium. Sewing this big metal zipper in the front of the dress might be a bit of a challenge for some people. Yes, I see that in my notes. It's an inspiration from Victoria Beckham Ready to Wear Fall 2017 collection, but I find it very relevant, very interesting style lines, as I mentioned, and I think it's a great dress for the colder season. And the last dress on my list is the Milton Pinafore from Just Patterns. It's a free pattern available on the Peppermint magazine. This is an Australian magazine that provides, once you subscribe to their newsletter, you can download this pattern for free. It was recently released on their website in a collaboration with Just Patterns. I think it has this classic peasant vibe silhouette with a bit of a modern twist. It has a crossover straps on the top that can be layered with a tee or a turtleneck if you want. It has a slight fit and flare midi skirt, midi length skirt with a button closure at the back. It goes from size 34 to 60, and I believe it was in 2 size ranges. So the smaller size range was for bust B and C, and the second size range was for cup D. I can imagine this Pinafore in a beautiful faux leather, for example, with probably I would skip the button closure at the back, but I can imagine it in a black faux leather with layering it with different versions, and it can look so different depending on what you wear. Because if you're confident, you can wear it without anything under it, but that would not be the case for me. Anyway, I think this is a great dress. At least I consider it a dress, so go have a look. It's free. And with that, I would say that my list has been completed. I hope you enjoy the patterns that I have shared today with you. I would love to know in the section down below, in the comment section. Please share which is your favorite one. Would you wear any of them? Would you buy any of them? I would love to know. Always up for a little sewing pattern chat with fellow sewers. So do let me know in the section below. And until next time, when I will be speaking with you about my new faux leather trousers that I finished last week. I can't wait to tell you more, but that is coming up next week. Until then, stay safe, and I hope you're all well. Bye!